living in the world, but not of it. Paramahansa Yogananda often emphasized the importance of cultivating a sense of detachment from the transient world as an essential step toward spiritual liberation. According to his teachings, detachment does not mean renouncing life or its responsibilities, but developing a state of mind where one is inwardly free from the binding attachments of material desires and worldly relationships. He taught, "Be in the world, but not of it." This profound teaching reflects the ideal of living amidst life's responsibilities while keeping the mind anchored in the eternal truth of the soul. Yogananda believed that such detachment helps one transcend the illusion of Maya, the cosmic delusion that binds the soul to the material plane, and awakens a higher awareness of divine reality. Understanding the nature of attachment. Guruji explained that attachment arises from identification with the ego and the material world, leading to suffering when things or people we are attached to inevitably change or depart. He once said, "All the things that you think are yours will be taken away one by one. Only the love of God is yours permanently." This understanding calls for a shift in perspective, where one views the world as a stage on which the soul temporarily plays its part. He encouraged individuals to see beyond the fleeting joys and sorrows of life and instead focus on the eternal bliss of divine communion, which is unaffected by external circumstances. Selfless action and inner freedom. Practicing non-attachment, according to Yogananda, does not mean suppressing emotions or neglecting responsibilities, but learning to perform duties with selfless love and without expectation of rewards. In his autobiography of a yogi, he quoted the Bhagavad Gita, "You have the right to action, but not to the fruits of action." This principle of Nishkama Karma, selfless action, frees the mind from anxiety and allows one to act with pure intentions. Yogananda taught that when one relinquishes the need to control outcomes and surrenders to God's will, life becomes harmonious and inner peace is achieved. The role of meditation in detachment. Meditation is one of the key practices Guruji prescribed for cultivating detachment. Through meditation, he said, one can rise above the fluctuations of the mind and emotions, experiencing the stillness and joy of the soul. Meditate deeply, he urged, and you will realize that all the fleeting pleasures of the senses pale in comparison to the ever-new joy of God. Meditation trains the practitioner to withdraw their attention from the outward world and focus on the inner divine presence. Over time, this practice weakens the pull of worldly desires and strengthens the connection with the soul's innate bliss. Discrimination, seeing through the illusion. Guruji also highlighted the role of discrimination, Viveka, in achieving detachment. He advised seekers to analyze life's experiences and recognize their impermanence. He said, "This world is a dream, but the soul is real. Live for the soul, not for the dream." With this awareness, one learns to enjoy life without being ensnared by it, much like a lotus flower that remains untouched by the muddy water it grows in. True detachment comes from understanding that the soul's fulfillment lies in its reunion with God, not in the pursuit of fleeting material gains. The path to lasting joy and freedom. In conclusion, Paramahansa Yogananda's teachings on detachment offer a roadmap to inner freedom and lasting happiness. He reminded us that the soul's true nature is divine and eternal, while the world is a temporary stage for spiritual growth. Detachment, as he taught, does not lead to indifference but to a deeper love and compassion for all, rooted in the realization that God alone is the ultimate reality. By practicing meditation, selfless action, and discrimination, one can gradually transcend the limitations of ego and awaken to the joy of the infinite.